Hi everybody, welcome back to another lesson in my Czerny's Opus 599 for Solo Learners course. In this video we're going to learn number 50. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so, and if you like what you see, give this video a thumbs up. Also, I offer online piano lessons if you're looking for one. There's going to be information below. And if you'd like to get this very special edition of Czerny's Opus 599 specifically for solo learners, links will be below too. Number 50 is a study in D major, and it's quite a good study for left-hand agility. Not too many Czerny studies work on left-hand scales and agility. Left hand is mostly playing chords in all of these exercises, but this one has quite a good workout for the left hand in the first section, and in the second section we have some rotation with chords in the right hand, which is again very useful, both of these technical challenges. So let's have a look. So as I said, first section is where the left hand has the scale study and the right hand is playing double notes and a few chords. We are in D major, so every F and every C is going to be sharp. And we're in 3/4, so we're going to count 3 quarter note beats or 3 crotchet beats, 1, 2, 3. Tempo mark is allegro, so fast, but because we only have really eighth notes or quavers, it's not going to feel quite as fast as the previous exercises which had 16th notes or semiquavers. So let's have a look at the right hand. We're going to start here on F sharp A. And remember, every time you play double notes, you want to make sure they go down together. So round the hand, relax the wrist and concentrate on sinking into those notes exactly at the same time. So it's one sound instead of so let's go. 1, 2, 3. Now going down legato. 1, 2, 3, and D F sharp staccato. 1, 2, 3, and C sharp E. 1, 2, 3. Second line, E-G. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and now we have G-A-E. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And that's the right hand. So really just focusing on accuracy and having a nice legato between the double notes. Left hand is going to start with a D major scale and then an A major scale in the second line. So 5 on the D and 5 coming up. Then C sharp, a little trill, 4 on the A, a little trill and arpeggio, F sharp D, now an A major, 1, E, C sharp, A, A. So again, it has to flow very smoothly, so make sure you really memorize those fingerings and you stick with it. It doesn't need to be the one in the book, but it has to be consistent so you don't have any hiccups or any little hesitations. And remember, a scale, as you rise, you have a crescendo. As you fall, you have a diminuendo. So you kind of round off the sentence and you lift up your hand at the end. A beautiful legato, clean legato, no blurry notes anywhere like this. So clean, but legato. And leading the scale with the arm, so letting the arm and the wrist follow, playing with firm fingertips so you get a nice clean articulation and good control, and that's all you need to do with these scales. The second one starts in A on the dominant, 5 on the A, now 4 on the F sharp, 2 on the C sharp, and the D major coming down, and that's it. So first a D major, then an A major scale. Hands together, so keeping the left hand very legato. 1 and 2 and 3 and 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 so when I played staccato in the right hand, my left hand was still legato. Second line, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. Lift. Second section. Now we have the rotation in the right hand and simple chords in the left hand. Left hand starts A and E, which is going to be our dominant chord, A major, staccato, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So A major, D major, dominant, tonic. And then we have a G major chord in bar 13, 1, 2, 3, and then a D major in first inversion, F sharp, A, D, and finally an A7, A, C sharp, G, 1, 2, 3, and D. So the dominant back to the tonic. Now the right hand is a little bit trickier because we have these rotations going on. A rotation basically means that if you have a full chord, A, C sharp, E, you're going to play the top two and then the bottom note in a legato way, and that can be quite tricky because it wants to sound like this. Where ta-dum, ta-dum, ta-dum. So again, the double note problem comes back, but it's even harder because you're playing legato and you have to rotate the hands so the position is shifting. Now here you want to kind of feel this rocking motion in the wrist where it's going left and right and sinking into the top two notes and then beautifully shifting the weight onto finger 1 and then shifting the weight back. So shift back, shift back, shift back. So practice really slowly and feel that balance of weight moving from the double note to the single note until you get a very comfortable feeling and very clean sound. And then you can go a little bit quicker. The quicker you go, the harder it's going to be because you need to speed up that motion. But that's the way to do it. Otherwise, it's going to sound very inaccurate and you're going to get those little trilly sounds that we don't want. So 1, 2, 3, and then we have D, F sharp, 1, F sharp, A, and back to D, F sharp. And then the same again, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So the thumb stays on the A all the way through and we have quite stretchy positions. Again, fingering is your choice, but do something that works comfortably. The second line is a G major arpeggio, 2 on the B, 1 and 2 and 3 and A, D, C sharp, A, F sharp, 1, 4, 3, 5, 4, 2, and the D major. So quite a difficult passage work here. Practice it slowly, making sure the right hand is really solid before you add in the left hand. Hands together, left hand staccato. Now come the arpeggios, G major, D major chord, A7, and D major. And that's it. That's Czerny number 50. It's a really good study in D major. It's a good workout for the left hand agility and also for rotation of chords in the right hand.